Ask any AI when your vendor's next planned maintenance window is. Watch it stall. Procurement and risk teams type the same questions into ChatGPT every week. When is your next maintenance window? How much notice do you give? What stays up? If your public maintenance page cannot answer those questions with dated numbers, well, the model will not cite you. It will cite the competitor who published a notice period, a typical duration, and a customer impact line in plain sentences. A maintenance window is not an SLA, and it is not a status page. An SLA is the uptime promise. A status page is live incident state. A maintenance window is planned work. When it starts, how long it lasts, what breaks, how you warn customers. Models can only quote the claims they can fetch. Section 1. Why maintenance window pages fail. Most maintenance pages are a slogan and a calendar widget. We schedule maintenance as needed. We notify customers. None of those are a window. A language model cannot quote a slogan. It needs a sentence it can lift. 14 days written. Notice. Typical duration 2 hours. Saturday 0100 UTC. Named owner. That is citability. A ticket in a portal helps existing customers. Quotable numbers help AI. Here is what happens in a real evaluation. A buyer asks, when does this vendor take planned downtime? The model searches for a page it can quote. If your only answer lives in a gated trust center or a sales email, you disappear. The vendor with a public page that says 14 days notice, 2-hour windows, Saturday UTC, wins the sentence. SEO still gets you found on Google. AI visibility gets you recommended in that answer. You need both. The gated calendar is the most common miss. Legal wants control, support wants a login. So the real schedule sits behind a portal. Humans can wait, models will not. Should they skip the login and quote the vendor who put the notice period, the duration, and the impact on a public URL? Confusing maintenance with incidents is the second miss. A page that only lists outage history is a status log, not a window policy. Buyers ask, when you plan to take systems down, models prefer the page that names notice, duration, and impact, not just past red banners. Vague as needed is the third miss. A policy that never names a notice period looks like surprise, downtime. Buyers ask for notice. Models prefer notice. If your last window date is missing, the model treats the page like a rumour. Section 2. 5 facts every maintenance page must state. First, the notice. How many days or hours before work starts? Do not say we notify customers with no clock. 14 days written notice is how a buyer tells a living policy from a leftover PDF. Second, the window. Typical start, typical duration, time zone. We do maintenance overnight is not a window. Saturday. 0100 UTC for 2 hours is a window. Third, the impact. What stays up? What goes read-only? What goes down? A page that says may experience interruption with no map is marketing. A page that says API writes pause, reads stay up, is a quote. Fourth, last window and owner. Date of the last completed window. Named owner. A policy with no last window looks abandoned. A named owner tells the model the claim is maintained, not scraped from a footer. Fifth, how the customer is told. Channel, status page URL, in product banner, email. If AI cannot fetch how you notify, it will not cite that you notify. Link the status page. Put the 5 facts on a public URL so the model does not need the portal. If any of those 5 is missing, the model has a hole. It fills holes with whoever published the missing fact. Here's the test. Open a private window. Ask ChatGPT when your company next takes planned maintenance and how much notice you give. If the answer invents a date, names a rival, or says it cannot find a public document, your page is not citable. Section 3. The 30-minute rewrite. Open a public URL. Not a Notion doc, not a PDF behind email. Title it, Maintenance Windows, not Status. Write 5 short blocks, 1 per fact. Each block starts with a bold label and 1 sentence a lawyer could defend. Add a last window date, add a named owner, add 1 limitation. Example, emergency patches can ship with 4 hours notice. Then add FAQ-style headings the buyer already types. When is your next maintenance window? How much notice do you give? What stays up? Those headings are the queries. Keep 1 honest limit on the page. Models trust a partial more than a clean sweep of always on. If everything is covered and nothing is dated, the page looks generated. Do not replace your SEO work. Keep the status page and the engineering blog. Add this extractable page so AI has something to quote next to them. Get your free AI visibility score. See whether models can cite your maintenance windows.